From the boardroom to the street, workers speak out at BTC. Tonight on our News.
Tensions were at a boiling point between members of the BCPMU and the BCPAU and officials here at BTC. I'm Delvardo Emmanuel. Stay tuned to our News for the full story.
Plus, a $200 million tourism project, and for the first time, Bahamians own nearly half. We'll tell you the big tourism opening and the first of its kind ownership model. Also, more than $500,000 and 5 alleged victims in what prosecutors say is an alleged immigration scheme. Find out the Belgian businessman accused in the fraud case straight ahead. Then in our News at 7:30.
Legal representation for the world-famous Valley Boys say they had no conversation with the NJC to change their name ahead of the Junkanoo parades, and they have the documents to prove it. Stay tuned to our News tonight for more details.
Welcome to our News live at 7. Thanks so much for joining us tonight. I'm Candino Knowles. We apologize for the late start, but we thank you for staying with us. Another union dispute has moved from the table to the streets. 2 unions representing workers at Bahamas Telecommunications Company took their grievances public today, accusing management of unsafe working conditions, breaches of industrial agreements, and unjust terminations. Delvardo Emmanuel was at today's demonstration. He gets us started tonight.
What a union makes us strong! What a union makes us strong! What a union makes us strong!
Tensions ran high outside BTC's Ponciana building Monday as union members representing both management and line staff staged what they called a long overdue demonstration. Union leaders allege employees are being forced to work in unsafe conditions, that industrial agreements are being ignored, and that workers have been terminated without due process. Leading the protest, Bahamas Communications and Public Managers Union, which represents BTC's management staff. President Kenrick Knowles claims some employees are working in buildings he described as unfit for occupation, claiming they are lacking proper ventilation, posing serious health risks.
Our organization has completely ignored our industrial agreement. They are defying terms of agreement that was spelled out in there as it relates to procedures for dealing with grievances, as it relates to payments for acting allowance and whatever, and as well as health and safety matters. Behind us here is a building that's over 50 years old. This building was never designed for human occupation at the level that it is right now.
The union also alleges intimidation and retaliation. Knowles claimed 5 employees, including 3 line staff, 2 managers, were terminated on October 2nd after raising concerns about working conditions.
We have discipline procedures in our industrial agreement. They've completely ignored those procedures, and they've just gone ahead and terminated employees without giving them an opportunity to defend themselves.
Standing in solidarity with management staff was Bahamas Communications and Public Officers Union, which represents BTC's line staff across New Providence and the Family Islands. Sherry Benjamin is president.
And we have asked the PM, who, as President Knowles alluded to, represents the 49 plus 2% of the Bahamian interest in BTC. And we've said to him, sir, this company is not good. It's not being managed good for your citizens who work there. Now, as for next steps, should these issues continue to go unresolved, here's what the union president had to say. Our members on the Family Islands, for the most part, are at Bedside Baptist Church.
Reporting for our news, I'm Delvardo Emmanuel.
Thanks, Delvardo. A more than $200 million tourism project with Bahamians holding a 49% ownership stake set to open on Paradise Island just days before Christmas. Royal Caribbean International unveiled its Royal Beach Club Paradise Island during a VIP preview and ribbon cutting on Saturday, marking the first time Bahamians will hold equity in a major tourism development of this scale. The beach club, built and set to be operated by Bahamians, features multiple pools, vibrantly colored stalls, and is the first of its kind for Royal Caribbean. Minister of Tourism and Investments Chester Cooper says the development represents a new model for tourism partnerships, with Bahamians moving from observers to owners in the sector. He confirmed that details on how Bahamians can purchase equity in the project are expected to be announced in the first quarter next year.
That gives our people a real and tangible stake in the revenues generated here. Bahamians will be owners and beneficiaries, not just observers of economic activity happening around them. Just as important is the fact that every business operating at this site is Bahamian owned.
Royal Caribbean Bahamas President Philip Simon told reporters more information on how you can purchase equity.
Didn't want to make an announcement here today other than to say that the equity raise will be completed in Q1 of 26.
Over 70 Bahamians ready to enter the workforce. The National Training Agency holding its biannual job fair at its headquarters on Gladstone Road Monday morning. A number of employers from well-known corporations and businesses taking time out to sit with interviewees, many of them young Bahamians. Here's NTA's executive Dr. Nicole Andrews.
Atlantis, we have Sandals, we also have Bahama, we have Queens College, Bamboo Shack, Struckham, Pest Control. So several employees are there, willing, ready to have conversations and interviews with our trainees so that they can be positioned and possibly receive job opportunities and placement.
The executive director says the focus is to prepare potential hires for whatever opportunities come their way, which is part of the overall mandate for the agency.
Cooks, also entry-level technicians across various industries and areas, and just those really basic levels of getting into the workplace. We believe once you're there, you can really learn and embrace what's happening in the job area and really upskill and transfer and move up to higher levels as you're there.
A 64-year-old businessman facing fraud charges, accused of taking more than $500,000 from 5 people. Prosecutors say Jean-Paul Michelson, a Belgian national with permanent residency, carried out the alleged scheme between November 2023 and December 2024. Michelson denied 6 counts of fraud by false pretenses when he appeared before senior magistrate Kendra Kelly Burrows. Prosecutors allege he collected more than $547,000, promising to help the victims obtain immigration status in the country. His trial set to begin April 22nd. In the meantime, he's out on $115,000 bail. He's required to wear an ankle monitor and check in regularly with police. And a suspect who escaped custody back in police hands tonight. Police say Raymond Duncombe was recaptured last night after a tip led officers to search a vehicle on Tonique Williams-Darling Highway sometime after 10 o'clock. Duncombe was taken back into custody just 2 days after he managed to free himself from handcuffs around 2 Friday morning while being held at Princess Margaret Hospital. Despite efforts by police and hospital security to restrain him, he was able to escape. At the time, Duncombe was under arrest for theft. And just days after being sworn in as the newest United States ambassador to the Bahamas, Herschel Walker continuing a series of public appearances. His latest stop, a youth empowerment event at Fox Hill Community Center, where he spoke to a room full of students. The event was a Christmas social for L.W. Young Junior High School Boys and Girls Empowerment Club. Fox Hill Member of Parliament Fred Mitchell also on hand for the event. The ambassador, who was accompanied by his wife Julie, told students about his own life story, growing up in Georgia and later becoming an NFL legend. He encouraged them to focus on believing in themselves.
My life changed because I quit feeling bad about myself. So the reason I tell you that, you got to feel good about who you are, because God had made you special. Because Jesus said, bring me the kids, bring them to me, because you have to know you are special. And remember that whenever you get up, be the best that you can be. Don't worry about anyone else.
All right, some good advice there. We've got much more to get to tonight, but for now, it's time for your first look at temperatures. Meteorologist Greg Thompson is standing by in the Weather Center. Greg?
Yeah, thanks, Ann. It's been a very windy day around the islands. We have some video that we're going to show you in a short while of what it looked like out there on the waters. Very, very rough seas out there. So we have a wind advisory in place for beachgoers as well as the pedestrians and motorists moving around. Also, we have quite a bit of clouds out there. 71 degrees is our current temperature with some light showers just outside. We have the winds out of the northeast at 27 miles per hour, and of course I forgot to mention we still have a gale warning in effect for the northwestern portion of Central Bahamas. Feels like 69 degrees as well on the outside. Temperatures right now, we are in the upper 60s across the extreme northern islands, Grand Bahama, and Marshall Babaco 68 and 67 there. 72 in Allenstown, Bimini, Great Harbor Key 69, 72 Nicholstown, Andros, Governor's Harbor 73. Central Bahamas 74 in Kemps Bay, Black Point, Exuma, Arthurstown, Kid Island 75s there, 76 Georgetown, Exuma, and in Coburn Towns in Salvador. A pair of 78s in Port Nelson, Rum Key, and in Deadman's Key. Southeast Bahamas temperatures also near the upper 70s, 78 Duncantown, Ragged Island, Abrahams Bay, and let me pick up a string of 79s. Colonel Hill, Cricket Island, Delectable Bay, Matthewtown, Inagua, and our good neighbors to the southeast Turks and Caicos Islands at this hour. Satellite radar composite, frontal boundary, strong one that moves through the northwest Bahamas down near the central Bahamas, should be pushing in the southeast Bahamas overnight through tomorrow. Some showers and some isolated thunderstorms associated with it, but most of the activity is with some energy on the tail end of the front, really in the Florida Straits. Quite a bit of activity there, but behind that, very strong high pressure system building across the area. Gale force warnings for the northwest Bahamas, portions of the central Bahamas, and that wind advisory will remain in place through tomorrow. That's your first look at weather. Stick with us. A look at your extended forecast is still to come.
Coming up in sports, we take a look at the numbers across the board for our guys and a busy night in the NBA.
The best Chris.
Hey, Greg Thompson here, and thank you for watching. Be sure to hit that follow button. And if you want to see more content like this, follow all of our news social media pages. And hey, don't forget to turn on your notifications so you never miss out on the top stories from the team you already trust.
NFL season is back, and Cable Bahamas is bringing the action straight to you.
Okay, Zai, let I take it from here. This season, Cable Bahamas is the Bahamas' #1 NFL provider. More games than ever before. With any live fiber infinite bundle, Trio, or Trio Plus, you unlock Thursday Night Football, Sunday Ticket in 4K, and every highlight that matters. Just opt in the Sports X for $5 a month.
And don't miss a touchdown. Sign up now.
Watch Thursday Night Football exclusively with Rev and the Live Fiber on channel 747 and 748.
"2025 has been a year to remember.
Fire trucks racing to the scene of the massive blaze.
This continued for more than 20 minutes as police officers tried to patrol the
Protesters had marched from Market Street and waited in the hot sun for hours.
Well, I'm certainly standing in it.
As I came out, the wind just picked up even more like it was a tornado.
Join us on December 28th at 8 p.m. for our News Year in Review 2025.
Welcome to Our Sports at 7, presented by 10th Year Seniors. I'm Ronaldo Dorset. That's John Mark Nutt. Let's do show. Let's do the rounds around the NBA. Hopefully the Suns regret every game DA plays against them like they did this last one. VJ puts up big numbers on the road for the short-handed Sixers, and Buddy is efficient off the bench for the Warriors. DeAndre Ayton had a standout night for the LA Lakers in their 116-114 win over the Phoenix Suns on the road. For Edgecombe and the Philadelphia 76ers, it was a 120-117 loss to the Atlanta Hawks. On the West Coast, Hield provided a scoring spark off the bench for the Golden State Warriors in their 136-131 loss to the Portland Trailblazers.
So things didn't work out in Southern Cal. No worries. Prince Strong is back in the portal and there's a lot of football left to be played. Prince Strong will be on the move again this offseason. Strong has officially entered the NCAA transfer portal after his loan season at USC. He saw limited action with the Trojans, finishing the year with 1 reception for 25 yards.
A first look at 3x3 basketball here in the Bahamas had its medal moments and leaves the local community optimistic on what's to come for this version of the sport. The Bahamas' under-23 women's team turned in a gritty performance, but came up just short in the title game, falling 13-11 to Jamaica at the Beach Soccer Stadium. The team of Maya Henfield, Michelle Butler, Darren McMackey, and Jada Francis earned the silver medal and had earlier wins over the Cayman Islands, Haiti, and Trinidad and Tobago. On the men's side, the Bahamas was edged 16-14 by Haiti in the semifinals and finished 4th. That team included Keith Wood-Stubbs, DeVito McIntosh, Leo Johnson, and Stevanko Jocks. That'll do it for Our Sports. Stay tuned to Our News at 7:30 for details on these stories and more.
When our news comes back from the break, we turn our spotlight to stories making headlines across the world as a holiday gathering turns deadly in Sydney. At least 12 killed. Plus, a close call in the skies, a JetBlue flight and a military plane. Investigators are now reviewing the incident. And as tensions rise across the Caribbean, we'll tell you the security move by Trinidad and Tobago and why it's drawing criticism when our news returns.
It only takes a second for things to go wrong. Are you prepared? Don't become a statistic. Follow these simple rules. Leave early, obey road signs, wear seatbelts, invest in hands-free devices, and don't drink and drive. I'm Inspector Gerard Cum of the Royal Bahamas Police Force, reminding you that road safety is no accident.
It's more than a podcast. It's a movement. This is Breaking the Silence with Junior Clovis, where conversations we avoid finally have a place to breathe. Every story, every struggle, every breakthrough is brought to light, unfiltered and unspoken until now. Join us this Sunday at 2 p.m. as we confront the topics that matter, share real experiences, and change the conversation around mental health together. Watch, listen, break the silence.
It really doesn't end when the customer purchases our product. We offer specialty coffee, tea, spices, and brewing equipment. We do a lot of our orders via website. We actually have the mobile service and the phone service and the internet. So having Business in a Box really kind of brought everything together for us and helps us to be able to provide the customer services that we pride ourselves on.
Every week, one show drives the national conversation. On the Record. We challenge the issues, ask the tough questions, and dig deeper. We bring in the experts, the decision makers, and the voices that matter. Our discussions shape policy, influence change, and inform the public like no other. Join us every Thursday at 8 p.m. and again on Sunday at 8:30 p.m. Catch us streaming live on Facebook or catch up with your favorite episodes on our YouTube channel. The conversations that shape the Bahamas start here, on the Record.
This is our news. Welcome back. We turn our attention now to stories making headlines across the world. At least 12 people are dead and nearly 30 others wounded after gunmen opened fire during a Jewish holiday event at Sydney's Bondi Beach. Australian officials say multiple shooters targeted the gathering, with drone and aerial footage showing police and medics rushing to the scene and victims lying near the beach. 13 people were taken to hospital as Prime Minister Anthony Albanese called the attack shocking and distressing.
An attack on Jewish Australians is an attack on every Australian. And every Australian tonight will be, like me, devastated on this attack on our way of life. There is no place for this hate, violence and terrorism in our nation. Let me be clear, we will eradicate it.
United States officials reviewing a near mid-air collision between a JetBlue passenger plane and a U.S. Air Force refueling tanker near Venezuela. The JetBlue flight traveling from Curacao to New York's JFK had to halt its climb to avoid the military aircraft, which did not have its transponder turned on. A pilot can be heard on the recording saying the Air Force plane passed directly in their flight path, just miles away at the same altitude. The U.S. Air Force says it is aware of the incident and is reviewing what happened, as the Federal Aviation Administration has already warned U.S. aircraft to use caution in and around Venezuelan airspace due to heightened military activity. Meanwhile, the government of Trinidad and Tobago says it will allow the U.S. military access to its airports in the coming weeks as tensions continue to rise between Washington and Venezuela. Officials say the access will be strictly logistical, supporting supply replenishment and routine personnel rotations, and insist the country will not be used to launch attacks on any nation. But the move has drawn sharp criticism from the opposition, with former Foreign Minister Amory Brown accusing the government of deepening regional tensions and undermining sovereignty. The announcement comes as the U.S. ramps up military presence on Venezuela, including naval operations across the Caribbean. Still to come in our news, today in history, find out interesting facts about the day that was December 15th. Then in our news at 7:30.
Legal representation for the world-famous Valley Boys say they had no conversation with the NJC to change their name ahead of the Jalcanoe parades, and they have the documents to prove it. Stay tuned to Our News tonight for more details.
Plus, 2 weeks without pay. Grand Lucayan workers now speaking out when Our News returns.
Hey man, stay tuned for the Charlie Bahama Sawyer Boy Christmas Special. No, the Sawyer Boy Charlie Bahama Christmas Special. I slept on it. And I heard it and it was like Sawyer Boy Charlie Bahama. It just sounded better ringtone last. I thought we agreed the other way, the Charlie Sawyer Bahama Boy. Yeah, but what about the Sawyer Boy Charlie Bahama show? But Because you think with it. You know, alphabetically it go better this way. Yeah, but if we put our ages...
Hey, this Kalika. Catch the Charlie Bahama Sawyer Boy or the Sawyer Boy Charlie Bahama Christmas Special coming soon.
Conflict doesn't have to end in chaos. Before it escalates, take a breath. Step back. Choose peace. Listen to understand. Respectful conversations lead to real solutions. I am Sergeant 3599 Johnson of the Royal Bahamas Police Force, urging you, let's talk it out, not fight it out.
From 2017, one show has set the standard for current affairs in the Bahamas, and that's On the Record, one of the longest running current affairs shows on RTV. We've been the place where newsmakers come to talk. We've sat down with leaders in government, cultural icons, industry leaders, and international experts. From breaking news to in-depth analysis, our conversation sets the tone for the nation. We've tackled the biggest issues on the planet, held world leaders accountable, and given voice to the people. From politics to culture, business to the environment, no topic is off limits. Join us every Thursday at 8 p.m. and again on Sunday at 8:30 p.m. Catch us streaming live on Facebook or catch up with your favorite episodes on our YouTube channel. 9 seasons strong, and we're just getting started. This is On the Record.
Too many suffer in silence, but silence only protects the abuser. Your feelings are real. Your safety matters. It's time to break the silence. If someone is hurting you, speak up. We will listen. We will help. I am Police Constable.
On this day in Bahamian history, in 1897, Robert Henry Sawyer became Speaker of the House of Assembly. 82 years later, in 1979, reggae icon Bob Marley and the Wailers performed their only concert in the Bahamas. And on this day in 2007, Sans Bear officially launched in Freeport, Grand Bahama. To learn more about the events that shaped the day that was December 15th, head over to ournews.bs. That's going to do it for us in News at 7. Jerome Sawyer is up next at 7:30. But before we go, the holiday season, Our News is bringing you a new Christmas in Pompeii series. We'll bring the festive spirit straight ahead or straight to downtown Nassau tonight. Beginning tonight, we launch Christmas in Pompeii. It's a week of live broadcasts and special stories, all from the square, from December 15th to 19th. So we're going to showcase the music, the food, the culture, and the people who make Christmas in the Bahamas feel like home. And on Thursday and Friday night, we'll be live from Feel the Rhythm of the Holidays with Bahamian music, Jalcanoe, and all of the energy of the season. So We've got plenty in store for you this week, so we want you to stay tuned. But our very first story from the Square airs coming up at 7:30. But before we get to it, our Ricky Barry, she joins us now with a preview. Ricky?
Yes, Candino, we are out here in Pompey Square. I don't think Greg emphasized how windy it is out here. It is windy. Listen, all the beautiful lights, all the beautiful decorations are swaying in the wind. I'm getting thrown back and forth. But thankfully, I have my little long sleeve Bahama handprints out here keeping me a bit warm, as I can be. But I'm out here tonight with the marketing and digital lead from John Bull to tell us a bit more about the Discover Joy events that they're having. I went last week Friday. It's something you cannot miss. But there's another opportunity I'm hearing that our viewers can go to.
Absolutely. So we have our culminating event this week Friday between 6 and 9 p.m. at our boutiques at Bahamar, where you can experience a very immersive and elevated shopping experience, festive cocktails, of course gifting, holiday shopping, and so much more. And we can't forget live entertainment, of course.
Absolutely. Now, again, come back in 7:30. I went there. It's more than just gifts, luxury gifts. It's an experience. But I'm not going to say too much more right now. I'm going to toss it back to you, Candino and Jerome. But listen, stay tuned.
All right. Thanks so much for that, Ricky. And I did see a preview of the story, so I know it's going to be a good one. Yeah.
You cannot talk about Christmas in the Bahamas without talking about John Bull. I'm sorry. The two go hand in hand. It's numero uno of retail.
You know,
when you talk about Christmas in the
I don't
Bahamas.
disagree, and I think this conversation could go on for longer, but we are out of time. So
all right, but before we take this quick break, don't forget to stay locked into our news all month long for your shot at a brand new 2025 Hyundai Creta. It is our ultimate giveaway with Alive and Auto Mall. Just visit rnews.bs to learn how you can win. Good luck. And here are your latest headlines. Coming up tonight in our News Live at 7:30, the controversy continues over the Valley Boys' legal name.
Legal representation for the world-famous Valley Boys say they had no conversation with the NJC to change their name ahead of the Jalcanoe parades, and they have the documents to prove it. Stay tuned to Our News tonight for more details.
No paychecks for 2 weeks and counting. Employees of the government-owned Grand Lucayan Resort are not being paid until further notice. We hear from one worker who describes the situation as in crisis mode. And managers of the state-owned Broadcasting Corporation get pay raises and better benefits, including more paternity leave for new fathers. The union and management are pleased with the provisions, asking all sides to stick to the new 4-year agreement. And later, we kick off the holiday season with Christmas in Pompey, the start of our week-long celebration of the most festive season of the year. Find out what wonderful things our news team has in store for you this Yuletide season. Our News Live at 7:30 starts in a moment.
Candino Nodes here, and thank you so much for watching. Be sure and hit that follow button if you want to see more stories like this. Be sure and follow all of the R News social media pages. And hey, don't forget, turn on your notifications so you never miss out on top stories from the team you already trust.
I'm very excited, and I can't believe it. It's it's a dream come true. When she did call me yesterday about it, I didn't know what to believe. Thanks to Mr. Coleman and this whole staff for what they do, and making sure the customers are taken care of, making sure we enjoy the gaming they do give to us. Kansas is the great house to play, even down to the staff is perfect. You're going to marvel.
Are you or a loved one under medical care? Do you need affordable medical supplies? Ports International is the largest home healthcare supplier. Medical supplies at the very best price, and you can even shop online. From hospital beds to wound care, wheelchairs to walkers, Ports is a one-stop shop for your medical supplies, and we accept insurance. We have online shopping and 2 locations to serve you, at the Airport Industrial Park and Shirley Street. We also ship to the Family Islands. Shop online and visit us on Facebook. Call Ports at 377-1771.
Whether you're battling a chronic condition or offsetting a new injury,
Doctors Hospital's comprehensive rehab services offer the help you need now.
Go to doctors.
3 advanced facilities at Collins Avenue, Carmichael Road, in Cable Beach means your personalized plan for care is just a visit away. From physiotherapy to occupational therapy and speech and language pathology, our team approach is all about rebuilding together. For a full list of services, visit doctorshosp.com/rehabilitation. Doctors Hospital, trusted and best care now. Isn't your health worth it?
Your home is your sanctuary. The last thing you need to worry about is rodents. Once they enter your property, they can...
Hello and welcome to our news at 7:30. Thank you so much for joining us. I'm Jerome Sawyer in for Italia Hall tonight. We begin this half hour with a continued focus on the ongoing Valley Boys Junkanoo Group controversy. With less than 2 weeks before the highly anticipated Boxing Day Junkanoo Parade, the legal wrangling continues. The attorney for the world-famous Valley Boys is now disputing claims that the group agreed to register under an alternate name. And they say they have documentation to prove it. Our Joshua Williams gets us started tonight with this exclusive.
Another development in the ongoing legal dispute involving the world-famous Valley Boys. On Friday, the group led by Brian Adderley released a statement welcoming an interim court order, which directed the Registrar General to restore its non-profit status, the Department of Inland Revenue to reinstate its business license and tax identification number, and directed that the group referred to as the world-famous Valley Boys established 1958 in public and private correspondence. Shortly after, the National Junkanoo Committee issued its own statement, saying the group was permitted to participate on a strictly conditional basis and that there was a clear understanding it would be recognized as world-famous 1958. However, attorney for the group, Christina Galanos, says that was never agreed to, adding that the NJC's statement was the first time her clients became aware of any such condition.
Why didn't they respond to me? Why didn't they respond to Mr. Adderley? We wrote them before we approached the court.
Galanos also referenced WhatsApp messages submitted as part of an affidavit before the court, which she says do not support the NJC's version of events. She stressed that those messages and other documents are now before the court for consideration. The NJC has also claimed that executive member Ricardo Trico agreed to the terms outlined, a claim he has firmly denied.
I in no way, shape, or form indicated, mentioned, or verbally said that I approve of the NJC using the name World Famous 1958. And I'm a trustee. I do not deal with the day-to-day operations or management.
Galanos also pointed to a registration form which she says further supports her client's position and disputes the claim that any agreement was reached. These documents are signed by the Supreme Court of the Bahamas. You can access them if you want to draw your own conclusions. Reporting for Our News, I'm Joshua Williams.
Well, we head over to Grand Bahama now, where employees at the government-owned Grand Lucayan Resort have not been paid for the past 2 weeks. It's the latest in a series of unanswered questions and growing concerns about the future of the hotel sold 7 months ago. An email from the financial controller advising of a second miss-employee payday is adding to an already untenable situation at the now defunct government-owned Grand Lucayan Resort. Citing circumstances beyond our control, the email does not say when salaries will be paid, but apologizes for any hardships. This employee, asking to remain anonymous, confirming for Our News they have not been paid for the December 5th and 12th periods.
This is now the second cycle, and the weekly employees would have not been paid now for 2 week cycles. And this coming Friday will be week number 3, going without being paid as full-time employees.
The hotel came into government hands under the former administration after the previous owners threatened to shut down after a major hurricane, Dorian, in 2019. Then Prime Minister Hubert Minnis was accused of spending public funds on a hotel fire sale type deal. Fast forward to May this year. The Davis administration celebrated a grand announcement of a buyer,
but it meant the hotel would officially cease operations on October 28th. That meant whatever revenue streams from food and beverage and room nights also.
Oh, we do apologize. We had some technical issues with that report. To watch that full report, you can be sure and go over to rnews.bs to catch that full story. Meanwhile, managerial staff at the state-run Broadcasting Corporation are getting a pay raise and better benefits in a new 4-year deal. A $2.4 million agreement signed today with the corporation and the Bahamas Communications and Public Managers Union. It paves the way for pay increases for the corporation's 44 managers, along with new benefits like mental health days and more paternity leave for new fathers. President of that managers union, Kendrick Knowles, encouraging both his members and the corporation's management to keep up their end of the bargain at today's signing at the corporation's headquarters.
The union sees the success of BTC of ZNS being of BCB being tied directly to the efficiency and productivity of its members. And we encourage our members to be the best they can be in this organization, to ensure that they help the organization shine, because as partners, that's one of our primary objectives, is the success of BCB. And at the same time, we expect BCB to fulfill its mandate and its responsibilities as tied out in the industrial agreement.
Well, the corporation's chairman, Picewell Forbes, and general manager Clint Watson also speaking on the ongoing relationship with the union as a means of continued success and progress for the BCB.
We are glad that we can be here today to sign a 4-year contractual agreement with the BCP-MU. And we know it was very difficult to retain everything that was a part of the existing contract, the prior contract, as we signed a new one today. But we did our utmost, and I'm glad we didn't go through what we call a repulsive or aggravational kind of process.
We have always enjoyed a very good relationship with the BCB-MU on a great partnership, and we're happy to have this day come where we can sign on an agreement that really just continues in the same spirit that we've been operating in, one of respect, one of ensuring that people are able to be productive on their jobs and receive compensation for their work.
Well, if you're a lover of winter, the weather outside is delightful right about now. Well, you guessed it. It's time now for our first look at weather with meteorologist Greg Thompson, who's standing by in the Weather Center. Greg, the one day I did not wear my sweater and jacket, it's the coldest day thus far for the season.
It's beginning to look a lot like and feel a lot like Christmas.
More like feel.
Yeah. And we are going to continue to enjoy these nice cooler temperatures. We did have a very strong cold front that moved through us, and that's pushing into the southeast Bahamas. But outside our studios right now, temperatures are rather comfortable, 70 degrees. Mostly cloudy skies. We did have some light showers passing nearby. The winds are very strong at the northeast at 27 miles per hour. We do have a gale warning in effect for the northwestern portions of the central Bahamas, as well as a wind advisory. Feels like temperature on the outdoors, feels like 69. Satellite radar composite, frontal boundary now down near the central and southeast Bahamas. You notice a strip of clouds here. Some showers, some isolated thunderstorms associated with the boundary, but most of the energy staying well to the west of us in the Florida Straits. That's where most of the activity is happening, but behind that, a very cold air mass is moving across the area. So we're going to continue to enjoy these nice temperatures tonight, and we're looking for some more of these cooler temperatures tomorrow. That's a quick check on conditions around the islands. Stick with us. A look at your extended forecast is still to come.
And still to come on our news tonight, although the temperatures have cooled off on the outside, the campaign trail is as hot as ever. The PLP chairman says they expect to ratify all their election candidates by early next year. And Christmas in Pohnpei kicks off tonight. The R News team is getting you ready for Christmas from one of the most festive spots on the island, Pohnpei Square. That's all coming up when R News returns.
Your home is your sanctuary. The last thing you need to worry about is rodents. Once they enter your property, they can be tough to get out. If you're concerned about rodents, call Rent-A-Kill Initial. We offer the latest, most effective treatment for safe, fast, and long-lasting results. From prevention to elimination, our integrated approach guarantees protection. For rodent control you can trust, there's only one name in the Bahamas: Rent-A-Kill Initial.
Janae's Chesapeake Road Christmas Wonderland is open. Get up to 40%, yes, 40% off decorations this season. Christmas trees in a variety of sizes and colors, and decorated by choosing from the largest variety of Christmas decorations in town. Musical LEDs and laser lights, ornaments, lighted angels and Santas, garlands, wreaths, tree skirts, stockings, and lots and lots more. Oh, the array of flowers and picks choices. Don't forget the toys. Up to 40% off things Christmas at Janae's. Restrictions apply. Check out some selections online at janae's.com.
It's Christmas, come again. Time for color, family and friends. Red and green, the perfect pair. For a season so sincere. Baby Jesus in a manger. Loved ones who once were perfect strangers. At the same place, coloring supreme. Let us bring to life your Christmas dreams.
Somewhere's Plaza, got it going on, yeah. Somewhere's Plaza, one-stop shopping is here. The family, community, for me. Southwest Plaza, come shop with us. Shop, shop, we've got so many stores. Shop, shop, our prices are right. Come spend the day, bring the family. Southwest Plaza, come shop with us.
Well, the holiday celebrations haven't slowed down the election train as the major parties continue to press ahead with campaign and candidate activities. As the opposition Free National Movement prepares to ratify more candidates tonight, the ruling Progressive Liberal Party expects to have all the party's candidates ratified next month. Now, the party chairman, Fred Mitchell, made comments on the sidelines of the U.S. Ambassador Herschel Walker's visit to the Fox Hill Community Center this morning. You see there's some video from that visit on your screen a few moments ago. Now, so far, the PLP has ratified 14 candidates. The Fox Hill MP telling reporters today that as the selection process goes forward, he expects the next slate of candidates to be rolled out soon.
The National General Council meeting will take place on Thursday, and we expect them to ratify another slate of candidates for the next general election. But in the meantime, all members of Parliament are still busy in their jobs, doing their work. I think the Prime Minister expects early in January to have the whole process completed.
Well, this week we are helping to get you prepared for the holidays with our official kickoff series, Christmas in Pompeii. Every night this week, the R News team will be in the picturesque Pompey Square, where all of the action is happening. Of course, no discussion on Christmas in the Bahamas is complete without talking about John Bull. It's a holiday staple, and this year is no different. The retail giant is back at it again with big prizes and high-end gifts for the holiday season. I get all warm and fuzzy just talking about it. Our Ricky Barry was among the fortunate who recently attended, notice I stressed fortunate, who recently attended one of the luxury boutiques Discover Joy events to try and grab a gift of her own. She kicks off our Christmas in Pompeii series live from Pompeii tonight. Ricky, I see you're already in the thick of things there at Pompeii. How's it going?
Listen, I am here trying to convince Santa to buy me a couple of things.
I wondered what you were doing.
Just a couple of things I saw, at John Bull's Discover Joy events. Listen, a nice little Tiffany necklace I think would look
I
very
hope
good
you
with
were
my
showing
online
him
friends,
pictures
don't
of what you
think?
wanted.
Oh, absolutely. Showed him everything on my phone. So I'm going to find a way to get it. Now, he said he'll see, but I don't know what he can see, but I know I can see my bracelet.
All right.
Anyway, if you are somebody, to our viewers, if you don't want to wait on Santa and Santa being a little iffy with you, no offense, or if you know for a fact you've been naughty all this year and you're getting cold, then you know what, just go to the Discover Joy event yourself, get exactly what you want, because you can get not only what you want or your loved one want, but you can get an experience, an absolute experience. But you know what, I'm not going to talk about it anymore. I'll let you guys see. I'm here at Atlantis for one of the most anticipated events of this season. It's the Discover Joy event from John Bull, and I have two things on my agenda. That's to get this stamp filled out and to win my prize at the end of the evening. Let's see if I do it. But first, I need to speak with the woman who helped to put all of this together.
It's just a very experiential time for our customers and friends and family alike to come in, not just browse the wonderful brands that we have here, but of course just to celebrate the season, to bring in the season with the joy of John Bull.
Guests had the opportunity to take a gander at luxury goods from 8 boutiques, including John Bull, David Yurman, and in a special pop-up, Tiffany & Co. I spoke with a few guests who were hoping to snag a few goodies for themselves.
We're thoroughly enjoying it. It's really nice. The vibe is really good. The drinks are awesome. I saw a Rolex watch that I want for me.
Last year it was really good. The gifts were really nice. My mom ended up winning. I want to win tonight. So I'm here again, and if you're not here, then you're missing it out. Did you get your card?
I got my card.
Please get it stamped. Do you want to win?
She did not have to tell me twice. I made my way through every single boutique, trying to get myself one stamp closer to winning the big prize. And along the way, I did get stopped by my lovely friend, Alfonso. Now, we made a deal that if we did the interview, you were going to go down
Sure.
to the Tiffany pop-up event.
Oh, for sure.
And are you here with the lady friend?
Yeah, sure, yeah. We are coming with my crew on the boat.
They have
So-
a lovely bracelet there for $2,000.
Oh wow, what a deal! That's the thing that I like to highlight is that always got a nice deal.
And now, with my fully stamped card, I was ready to put in my final bid. I have my ticket here all filled out. At the end of the night, I'm going to put it into Miss Toriana, and she's... We'll just have to see if luck is on my side tonight. Well, unfortunately, luck was not on my side that night. I didn't win a thing, but there is another chance to go to another Discover Joy event this Friday, December 19th at Bahamar. Make sure you are there, and make sure you stay tuned to our news all this week. We're going to be in Pompeii showing you the lights, showing you the action, showing you the fun. Stay tuned for more of that this week. Jerome, I'll pass it back to you.
Ricky, I feel like I want to stay. I hope. I feel like first of all, I want to come to Pompeii. I need to go to John Bull. I don't know if Santa's going to get what you need, but there's a little birdie that tells me somebody else is paying attention, so you're going to get that bracelet for sure. All right. Thanks. Thank you so much, Ricky. Our Ricky Barry reporting for us tonight. The first of many stories to come this week from our Christmas in Pompeii Square series. Be sure and stay tuned to our news every day this week as we celebrate the holidays.
Coming up in sports, we get started in the NBA, circle back to college football, and a major announcement ahead of bowl season, then more from 3x3 basketball.
Welcome to Paradise Games, where exceptional service meets the ultimate gaming experience. Our dedicated team is here to make every visit a win.
Now this is paradise.
This is more than just a place to play.
Now this is paradise.
It's where excitement meets world-class service.
Now this is paradise.
Now this is paradise.
Come experience it for yourself. Now this is paradise.
NFL. NFL season is back, and Cable Bahamas is bringing the action straight to you.
Okay, so I take it from here. This season, Cable Bahamas is the Bahamas' #1 NFL provider. More games than ever before. With any live fiber infinite bundle, Trio or Trio Plus, you unlock Thursday Night Football, Sunday Ticket in 4K, and every highlight that matters. Just opt into SportsX for $5 a month.
And don't miss a touchdown. Sign up now.
Watch Thursday Night Football exclusively with Rev and the Live Fiber on channel 747 and 748.
"2025 has been a year to remember.
Fire trucks racing to the scene of the massive blaze.
This continued for more than 20 minutes as police officers tried to patrol the
Protesters had marched from Market Street and waited in the hot sun for hours. Well, I'm certainly standing in it. And
as I came out, the wind just picked up even more like it was a tornado. BJ, lace it up.
Join us on December 28th at 8 p.m. for our News Year in Review 2025.
Welcome to Our Sports, presented by 10th Year Seniors. I'm Ronaldo Dorset. That's John Mark Nutt. Let's do show. Let's do the rounds around the NBA. Hopefully the Suns regret every game DA plays against them like they did this last one. VJ puts up big numbers on the road for the short-handed Sixers, and Buddy is efficient off the bench for the Warriors. DeAndre Ayton had a standout night for the LA Lakers in their 116-114 win over the Phoenix Suns on the road. Ayton finished with a 20-point, 13-rebound double-double, his 10th of the season. He also shot an efficient 10 for 11 from the field on his way to leading the league in field goal percentage.
Just making sure I know Bron's and Luka's tendencies. If they go baseline, a circle ball to the middle. If they get double flash in front of the rim, things like that, rolling hard to the rim and just waiting for late passes, and sometimes just getting it off the rim. Sometimes that's the best option. Just offensive rebound and going back up with it. But I just really try to study all their moves and, their favoritism as much as possible.
For Edgecombe and the Philadelphia 76ers, it was a 120-117 loss to the Atlanta Hawks. He had 26 points, his second highest point total this season since his record-breaking debut.
I'll be honest here, you get to see shots falling, without forcing it. It's great. It's great, especially on the mental side of it. Like I say, I've been having a couple little rough games or little inefficient games. Tonight to see shots go through the rim, it felt great.
On the West Coast, Hield provided a scoring spark off the bench for the Golden State Warriors in their 136-131 loss to the Portland Trailblazers. He had 10 points in just 16 minutes.
So things didn't work out in Southern Cal. No worries. Prince John is back in the portal and there's a lot of football left to be played. Prince John will be on the move again this offseason. Strawn has officially entered the NCAA transfer portal after his lone season at USC. He saw limited action with the Trojans, finishing the year with 1 reception for 25 yards after an early season ankle injury, and a deep receiver room restricted his opportunities. Strawn missed multiple games and never fully settled into the offensive rotation. Prior at USC, he was a solid contributor at Boise State, appearing in 28 games over 2 seasons and recording 37 catches for 578 yards and 3 touchdowns.
A first look at 3x3 basketball here in the Bahamas had its medal moments and leaves the local community optimistic on what's to come for this version of the sport. The Bahamas' under-23 women's team turned in a gritty performance, but came up just short in the title game, falling 13-11 to Jamaica at the Beach Soccer Stadium. Deadlocked at 11 with just 3.8 seconds left to play, a technical foul sent Jamaica to the line for the deciding points on the final possession. The team of Maya Henfield, Michelle Butler, Darren Mackey, and Jada Francis earned the silver medal and had earlier wins over the Cayman Islands, Haiti, and Trinidad and Tobago. On the men's side, the Bahamas was edged 16-14 by Haiti in the semifinals and finished 4th. That team included Keithwood Stubbs, DeVito McIntosh, Leo Johnson, and Stevanko Jocks. Jamaica swept this stock with gold medals in both the men's and women's divisions. That'll do it for our sports. This is 10YS. You know, we already set the tone. People are going to expect this for every holiday season.
Yeah, no, not a problem. You know, we brought the snow from Philly to here.
Definitely snow. Back to the studio.
Well, Greg is back later on with your extended weather forecast, plus a holiday heart warmer, courtesy of KFC in Grand Bahama. That's coming up when our news returns.
It only takes a second for things to go wrong. Are you prepared? Don't become a statistic. Follow these simple rules. Leave early, obey road signs, wear seatbelts, invest in hands-free devices, and don't drink and drive. I'm Inspector Gerard Cum of the Royal Bahamas Police Force, reminding you that road safety is no accident.
It's more than a podcast. It's a movement. This is Breaking the Silence with Junior Clovis, where conversations we avoid finally have a place to breathe. Every story, every struggle, every breakthrough is brought to light, unfiltered and unspoken until now. Join us this Sunday at 2 p.m. as we confront the topics that matter, share real experiences, and change the conversation around mental health together. Watch, listen, break the silence.
In what we do at Best Brew, it really doesn't end when the customer purchases our product. We offer specialty coffee, tea, spices, and brewing equipment. We do a lot of our orders via website. We actually have the mobile service and the phone service and the internet. So having Business in a Box really kind of brought everything together for us and helps us to be able to provide the customer services that we pride ourselves on.
Every week, one show drives the national conversation. On the Record. We challenge the issues, ask the tough questions, and dig deeper. We bring in the experts, the decision makers, and the voices that matter. Our discussions shape policy, influence change, and inform the public like no other. Join us every Thursday at 8 p.m. and again on